Hello everyone. Hello Saint, hello Mercury, it's your birthday tomorrow? Great, happy birthday already. Hi Divine Jester, hello Embre. Hello, as you can see in the title, yes, it will be a really wholesome stream today. You know, I thought we need a break from all the serious topics. So I looked a bit around, as I do. See if I find something interesting, dig out some old dramas, dig out some dead bodies. But I found something really funny actually. It's actually about a rather big YouTuber, VTuber. Like 1 million, part of Niji. And 1 year ago there was a video uploaded. And at first I was like, probably just something petty. It's petty and I love it. It's really great. You know, you heard of the VC gooners? Get ready for the VR chat gooners. Hello Rain, welcome. Welcome to Pain. I'm our 7th biggest fan. Oh, are you? How's my second favorite German? I'm good. I'm so excited for this one. I'm so excited to tell you all about it. Playing Honkai Star while watching the Talia. I need to do my dailies more. So, let's get right into it. This VTuber put his 1 billion agency on life support. The lucakaneshiro XYZL incident. The video is from Mujin. And the short of it is, Niji-san just can't catch a break, Lamau. Lucakaneshiro is absolutely demented and it's making every second of this disaster seem more and more insane. Let's see if we are not promised too much. Hello Jacob, and hello Rosie, Poyo. You're early, yes, we're just starting right now. I thought all VR Jet was just sex pest and shit. Hello Bubonic Tonic. My mom's birthday is unfortunately on Tuesday. Damn. Hate when that happens.
This year really isn't Niji-sanji's year, huh? I mean, the VTubing space alone is crazy. I feel like we can't even pass 2 weeks before hearing something new. But this time, of course, we are going full circle back to any color. And what we're discussing today...
That or avatars that cause flashbang and seizures. Yeah, I tried to look into some... of VR chat stuff, but god, so cringe.
It's crazy. It's about a train wreck of a VTuber whose every passing step triggered some sort of landmine, and he ended up even leaking internal Niji-sanji protocols.
Oops. I heard that's something that VTuber agencies take very serious.
This tweet right here kind of sums it up. 18-year-old meets 20-plus married woman in VR chat. They get into an online relationship. They abuse and use each other in various toxic ways. This eventually destroys her marriage. He makes it big, realizes he doesn't need her.
You what? Saint, why are you acting like this is the craziest thing? Why are you acting like this is the craziest thing? We haven't even started, Saint. Saint, we haven't even started.
She goes nuclear. My literal reaction. Now look, this isn't 100% accurate, right? She wasn't married, she was just a little...
I love it, this is the only correction. You know, this isn't completely accurate. She wasn't actually married. I love that this is the only correction on it.
Long-term relationship with a boyfriend. And while yes, this does kind of sum it up...
I dropped my keys on my foot. This is VTuber's fault.
This situation is an iceberg, and the devil is in the details, because here, he left out that the VTuber in question touched himself, yes, down there.
Once again, we have a Guna alert. They jerked it.
While on a call with this woman, without her consent, by the way. And somehow...
Is it ever with consent? Is it ever?
Okay, somehow managed to manipulate the situation in such a way that by the end of it, she was the one apologizing to him.
I love that idea. Imagine someone gooned to you in VR and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And they call us Germans degenerates truly. We would never goon in VR. Or in VC. Right? Right?
Him! It's absolutely bonkers, dude. It is crazy.
Give me the
I'm not
deets.
using the word train wreck lightly. This is insane. And there's many more details like that that will make you question whether the human race can survive another 100 years, and how Niji-sanji...
I asked myself that very often, I'll be honest, with the topics I cover. I asked myself that quite often. Imagine owning a VR headset. I will get motion sick and throw up. I'm just poor. People I know just can't afford it.
is such
Or like, no, I ain't paying money for this shit.
a mess internally. It's more than we could have ever anticipated, even with everything that's been going on. So,
I want dog VR shit. Fuck the VR aspect, I'm just going in.
Strap in for this one. Really sit down and take a deep breath because it's about to get crazy. Guys, I have great news. This video is not sponsored, but you should know that I stream on Thursday.
Honestly, that's also great news. You know, instead of just a sponsorship. Guys, great news. I'm not sponsored. I make no money.
Friday and Saturday, and that my VTuber debut is happening on May 4th. That's it from me. Back to the video.
I love that most people set up like a big VTuber debut like months ahead, and here I am just like, hey guys, notice something different.
VTuber,
I feel like I did this whole thing wrong.
the center of this
Great news, everyone! I'm still broke. Me every stream.
catastrophe is none other than lucakaneshiro, a Niji-sanji English.
Me after I got into from another VC. Guys, I'm now a degenerate too! Great news, great news! Good.
branch VTuber and part of the Luxium wave. This was a wave.
I like this and this guy from the looks. I don't know how these waves work, but from the looks, I just like this and this one the most.
Comprised of only male VTubers. Now look, controversies aside.
Great news, everyone! I have a new hyperfixation. That's just me every day.
This wave was a very big deal for the global VTuber community. Before Luxium, male VTubers were purely seen as a joke. But this wave changed that. The idea of male VTubers became viable. Now, of course, the reason why they became viable and blew up so quickly was because they were thirst trapping,
What was that?
gay baiting, and pretty much creating.
Who would ever gay bait? Who would ever gay bait? Unbelievable. Crazy. Waves are released like gens. Yeah, Saint, not everyone here is a nerd. Do you think I know what a fucking gen is? What a fucking generation means? Brother.
A boyfriend experience type scenario. I mean, evidence of their success can be seen here. Vox.
Oh, Vox is the one that looks cool. Oh, third rank. Yeah. How the fuck do you spell that name? Yakumantenbauer? Probably most people just call them Salome. I don't even watch these fuckers. I'm informing you. You gotta do that shit for real, no bait. Listen. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to be too gay. Hey Renner! Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Goonery. Unrelated, someone fucked up my pumpkin farm on MC Realm playing, no, Minecraft Realm playing on pissed. Not the pumpkin patch.
Akuma at 3rd, Mr. Rise, who has graduated, at 6, and Luca at 7, all members of Luxium with above 1 million subscribers.
Damn, people are really thirsty for those male VTubers. See, Saint, I told you, it's a market. There's a market for that, fucker.
Subscribers each, and in the top 10 of Niji-sanji global, beating most Japanese VTubers in Niji-sanji's biggest market. But in Luca's case, before even joining Niji-sanji, he did have an online presence. Not
What are these jiggle physics? Like they are jumping.
As Luca, but as someone named Java. And his insane trail of self-destruct.
Java is known as a god-tier trap in VR chat. A role player and a Twitch streamer. Most often he either goes by his trap persona or appears as his guy Pharaoh. I'm getting a PTSD moment. Persona. An ancient Egyptian king. Don't worry about what there's a market for. Go out there and thirst trap always.
With him stepping on a landmine with every step he takes can be traced back to those days. Okay.
Why do you think my VTuber is a femboy, huh? Just so I can fool them all.
According to the VR Chat Legends wiki, Java is known as a god-tier trap.
God-tier.
VR Chat. With the most notable quote from him being, "That's kinda
gay."
Yay. So that was his whole gimmick. Pretend to be a female with his voice and then reveal the fact that he's a guy and watch the reaction. He got so good at being a trap in VR chat that he ended up joining the, I like to call it the Bohemian Grove of streamers.
What? What is the Bohemian Grove of streamers?
Which was Rafflegator's invite-only Gator crew.
That's so cringe. The real Wafflegator. Robert is a full-time Twitch streamer known by his improv role-playing in VR chat. Where?
Now, this VR chat server had some of the biggest streamers at the
time. Like a secret bar.
Present there. Which meant that if you somehow got an invite and played your cards right, you could potentially start a streaming career, which is why so many people were desperate to get an invite. Some of the names on this
Imagine
list,
being desperate to get a VR chat invite. But I feel like I'm too old for all this.
include people like Soda Poppin' and Moon Moon. Not
Moon Moon!
Mention a lot of rising stars, so it was a big deal. This was an 18+ RP server on VR chat. Yes, you can imagine the degeneracy that went on.
That fucking Link. Why is Link in there?
There, especially with the content mostly being centered around awkwardness and dating, trying to pick up people, trying to riz them before
we gotta pick up people in our secret society.
Before even the term was invented. You get the point. After being invited to the server by Rafflegator, Java met Raziel, a VR chat streamer and role player. It was at that point that he asked Rafflegator to set—
Is there really a whole role player community surrounding VR chat? Where?
him up on an RP date with her. So they went on
Not the RP dates. Why is that censored? Are the boobs opened?
RP dates, streamed together a lot. The community got used to seeing both of them in the same room. And from the perspective of a viewer, everything seemed to have been going well. Then at some point, Niji-sanji opens up auditions, Java applies, to his surprise he's accepted, and boom, baby.
Yes, too, and it's really gay. Not surprised, not surprised.
Stardom. He is lucakaneshiro in the Luxeme wave, and he makes it big. But again, this is from the perspective of a viewer. I can't even begin to describe what happened.
Wait, I need to see the character sheet here. Mafia boss from the past. 23, height. Ah, smaller than me. Weak. Race, human, languages, English, Tagalog, Japanese, learning, grill.
Okay. Perspective of a viewer. I can't even begin to describe what happened behind the scenes. The irony here is that even though he's made this joke, agency VTubers commits
agency VTubers commits cancelable actions.
Cancelable actions. That is exactly what he ends up doing.
Tagalog. Gotcha.
Multiple times over, both in terms of contract breaches and just straight up ethical and moral type incidents. Because it was on March 29th that
Raziel Warmonic. My experience with Java / lucakaneshiro. There was a Google Docie.
Raziel herself decided to expose Luca for his true self in an effort to clear her name.
Download the PDF. I didn't know Google Docies come with downloadable PDFs.
from his rabid hardcore fans. By the way, those same rabid fans, they didn't even let this document stay up for more than 24 hours before
before mass reporting it. Oh.
mass reporting it, with Google having to take it down, dude. It's gone. It's straight up gone.
Well, I never saw that happen. That a Google Docky got taken down.
I've never seen this happen before, but thankfully she re-uploaded it.
Well,
Guys,
they nuked a Google Docky. I never saw a Google Docky getting taken down. Brother.
This thing is 58 pages. 58! What is
it? That's almost as long as the Birdie Docky we had recently.
It's a master's thesis? A dissertation? Like, is she going for a PhD? 58! I clicked on this thinking, oh, it's probably going to be a few pages with some proof, with some timestamp.
Tusky got activated by hearing Google Docky. I love that. My chat is always get activated by Google Docky. Hi, Tusky.
With some DMs. 58 pages! Now, of course, I read the whole thing. But don't worry, we're not going to be doing that. Instead, I'll
Why not?
up and we'll go through the highlights of the absolute degeneracy that occurred between Raziel, the author, and Luca. She starts off by saying this: why does this document exist? A very good question. She goes on to say that more information, such as the Nijisanji contract, has come out along with another individual in the know confessing to me that lucakaneshiro has allegedly harassed others inside of Nijisanji. So here she's talking about how a Nijisanji VTuber contract.
So in theory, if a company wanted to take down a Google Docky, they would hit up Fiverr and hire a hit list. It's crazy. It's a crazy amount of effort to get a Google Docky taken down. What the fuck?
Leak recently as things were escalating after Selen's termination. Legal Mindset, who's a registered lawyer and happens to have a great channel, went through the entire contract on one of his streams and pretty much outlined the fact that this is terribly written and gives a huge disadvantage to the VTuber signing it.
Yeah, I heard a lot about VTuber context with certain agency not being that good, but I'm not an expert on that though.
Selen's termination also shed light on harassment happening internally. So the fact that Luca seems to have been harassing people allegedly as well goes back to that incident too. She continues, I believe it is my responsibility to bring to light his problematic behavior and patterns of abuse as both Java and Luca for those who may be in a precarious situation, which do not allow them to speak or act. This is also to touch upon the internal issues of any color's management of their talents. Any documents are simply meant to prove the credibility of my story and that I was deeply involved with Luca.
If in theory my client has a Google Docky up on him and the writer doesn't want to take it down, if in theory my client belongs to a corp, it needs to go down. Ah. Big corpo don't want the Google Docky. I see how it is.
Luca, oh yeah, she was, buddy. She was deeply involved. She then goes on to say that while some may be asking why I didn't do this sooner, I'll be completely honest. No one cared.
Oh, shit. That's so sad.
She says, I am to this day harassed and sent death threats by Luca's fanbase. They actively suppress, lie, and spread vicious rumors to try and discredit me. Hence, why her document got taken down from Google like literally one day after she posted it. I would get anonymous death threats in my Marshmallow and Sock Puppet Twitter accounts, so I gave up for a long time. So as I mentioned before, they met—
When did we as a society start saying Google Docky? I didn't even notice. Listen. Some things just happened. It sounds more adorable than just Google Doc. I like a docky.
In December 2018, in the exclusive 18+ VR chat lobby that had a lot of big streamers. So Java then asked Rafflegator, the streamer who owned the lobby, to see if he could set up a date with his character and Raziel's character.
What? You have to ask someone. Hey, can you set up a date with my with my VR chat avatar and the other guy's VR chat avatar? What? But I think VR chat is more serious than I ever realized.
It was nothing out of the ordinary, right? As she mentions, you know, this was part of the whole server. This was the main content. So she was okay with it, but she apparently—
Because of the Minecraft movie Chicken Jockey? Oh, I thought it was more like the Peaches— a ducky, a ducky, a duck. I thought it was like that. Do you know ducky? That's what it started. It started like for me at least.
Apparently, according to her, set very clear boundaries, that she wasn't interested in actual dating outside of RP, that she had a long-term boyfriend, etc., right? So as far as she was concerned, things were okay. Now, of course, they gradually became close friends. They started inviting each other to private
Never become friends in VR chat.
worlds, hung out together, chilled, talked, and that's when he would start to open up about his home situation, his mental and
Let's fucking go trauma bonding.
physical abuse that comes from his family. And then, of course, there's the whole, he would tell me that he never felt comfortable talking about this stuff with anyone before.
Me when I manipulate someone. I never tell anyone about this usually. You're the only one I feel comfortable enough with to talk about this very tragic thing that happened to me. I'm so glad I have you. You make me feel so comfortable. Teehee.
Look, this is typical. Typically, if someone is nice to you, forms a bond with you, and then all of a sudden trauma dumps enough of a load to break a Tesla truck, guess what? This is most likely a great way to just manipulate you. So
Hey, stop telling people our secrets.
of course, she started opening up in return as
Only I am allowed to do that.
well. Now here's what, this is probably the craziest thing. Look, we're still on page 2, okay? We're still on page 2. This is the craziest thing that happens in all these 58 pages. Brace. So on January 17, 2019, Java would once again invite me to a private world. We were both in full body tracking in VR chat. We discussed
There's full body tracking? What the fuck? POV, you are me playing a video game and a character you've known for 5 minutes start to trauma dump on you for some reason.
RP and made small talk before Java would go silent. At first, I thought maybe his mom came into his room, as she often did, and he muted himself to talk to her. I kept talking, and I could see him moving slightly, but he kept silent. I asked him if everything was okay, and he said it was. I then asked him what he was doing. It was there. Without asking me if it was okay, out of the blue, with no prior consent, and with boundaries already made clear that I did not want to date, he told me he was touching himself.
So he had his full body VR thingy on. And he went silent. And she could see his avatar doing, doing the good old motion. It was just like, bro, are you okay? Imagine you staying there with your body in VR chat. Suddenly he goes silent, and the little avatar. It's in my head now. And this little avatar just does the whole, jogging the banana motion. Many such cases. Who was yoinking it with full body? Shit, why? What is worse, guys? What is worse? Jogging it in VC while muted, or jogging it in VR with full body motion track? We both don't know. I'm fine. Bo's just like, oh, I just stroked it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, babe.
To my voice! Yes, down there, buddy. That's what that means.
Down there, bruh. Yeah, full motion track is insane work. Like, that's just jerking off under the blanket on the bus. Oh, I'm fine.
His sausage. I froze up. I honestly did not know how to respond at the moment, so I just kept talking. Luckily, it did not last long because suddenly I would see his avatar's head drop to the floor and he would go offline. So typically in VR, when you have full body tracking, when you put your headset on the floor, that's what happens, right? That means he left.
His avatar's head dropped to the floor. Does it just fall off? It would go offline. Yeah, how do you react to that if you just have a body there? He didn't even last long. Rip. Yeah, no, if you do it, you have to establish dominance. You stand there for half an hour at least. Well, how do you even imagine? You just never have a body and you're just like, yeah, I'm yoinking it. You just, what did you just say? The fuck you doing? Took his head off like Beetlejuice in the cartoon. Poor got beheaded for gooning. That would be crazy. You know what? That would be amazing.
I would find out shortly after in Discord DMs that his mom had walked in on him. I didn't know how to respond.
Bro, his mom walked in on him with him, his VR headset on, and full body dragging, just joinking it. Bro. Did she beat him?
Given I was told by him his mom would still physically abuse and yell at him.
Oh, I guess that answers the question.
So my brain switched to make sure he was okay as opposed to addressing what he just did with me, as you can see in the DMs below. Check these DMs out, dude. This is insane. This is a master class of manipulation.
I was just so sorry. I was just so sorry his mom got mad at him for walking in on and joinking it with the VR headset on. I apologize. Oh, sorry you got in trouble with your mom for jerking it to me, bruh. Funniest part, if you think about it, dude, the face, that motion wasn't very noticeable at first, means he's probably got a millimeter Peter. Oh no! Oh no!
It is absolutely bonkers. Look at this. So, my
wait.
mother caught me.
Wait, I want to see that. Go back.
Manipulation. It is absolutely bonkers. Look at this.
My mother caught me. That's an oof. I'm afraid that is what happened. Yeah. Big oof. I'm so— Why do you apologize to him? You apologizing. I hope you're okay and don't get into trouble. Oh no, big trouble. Personal space. Holy fuck. You don't get to talk about... You don't get to talk about personal space. Do they not know? Sorry, Res. Did they not know the youth nowadays yoinks it while having a VR headset on? And talking to someone who didn't knew what happened, brother.
So
hey, Blama, we gooning, yes. No, we not gooning. Someone else gooning in VR chat with full body tracking on.
oh, my mother caught me. Raziel responds with a flushed emoji. Luca then says, that's an oof. She says, I'm afraid that is what happened. Then he says, yeah. And then she says, big oof, I'm sorry. Bro, this dude.
I'm sorry, I'm so hot you had to jog it while we VR. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hi, Blue. Welcome. Welcome to the yoinking. Bro, lock the door, close it. No, you don't understand.
Dude took out his sausage, started playing with his sausage, no consent, with clear boundaries established, okay? She's the one who ends up apologizing.
Sorry, I know you couldn't resist my female charms. I tried to tone it down, you know.
Hope you're okay and don't get into trouble. Heart emoji. Oh no, big trouble. Sad face. Personal space, holy fuck, they not know? Sorry, Raz. Yeah, dude, sorry, Raz. They don't know, man. I'm beating my meat. Can she not leave me alone? No.
Why mom walking in while I beat my meat, bro? Brain broken from yanking. Oh, that church bell's going off in the video you're watching, or am I about to be raptured? You're about to be raptured, Grandma. I'm sorry. You will be missed dearly.
No, it's okay.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay, you know, you just... It's okay, don't worry. I'll give you an upbite. My mom is literally having a fucking meltdown. Sorry, what if I walk in on my non-existent son, having his VR headset on, in front of a green screen with full body... with full body motion trigger on, just joinking it. I think I would also question... I think I probably will also have a meltdown.
It's okay. This is so stupid. No, bro. It's okay. Listen, I know you beat your meat in front of me. It's all good. Listen, your mom caught you, so I apologize. It's fine.
Wait, was he gooning while standing? Apparently. just spread legs. Oh, if that was my kid. We're getting on therapy and confiscate all digital devices. That's when you know technology has gone too far. What if he fell? Don't say this, Papanik. I've fallen. I've been fallen. I've done felt. You know, I was just arriving and then I done felt. I've done fallen.
Dude, update. My mom is literally having a meltdown. I'm really sorry.
I'm really. She apologizes again. Have you felt instead of this? Duka just her fictional son, Junior, full body goon. How do you explain that to the ER doctor in your full body tracking suit out on your head because you fell while jerking it? I've alert, but it's gonna goon alert that helps when you fall gooning. Yeah, I think some people need that. Why is she apologizing for the second time? Why is she apologizing again to the dude who just jerked to her without saying anything?
Apologizes again! No, it's literally.
While standing, like on the floor, can you imagine how crusty that carpet is? Listen. Maybe he had a sock. Hi, Quantum! Welcome to the gooning, to the goonering. There's your little guy. Quantum gets their little guy. My little devil on my shoulder.
Okay. What they're doing now is restricting my playtime.
Oh no, they're restricting my playtime. Well, it's a lot nicer than I would have been. They're restricting my playtime. Your pee-pee playtime? Oh no.
As long as you're safe. Yes, please. As long as you're safe so you can beat your meat next time safely. They're gonna limit my use of the internet and I will be only able to use it for 2 hours.
I can only goon for 2 hours now. Oh no.
Forever? Clearly not, because later, Raziel would just start streaming again on Twitch. Now Luca
Not the peepers confiscate.
Java at the time lived, or still lives, in Australia, right? So when she would go live, he would wake up in the morning at 4 a.m. Australian time just to be a part of her stream.
Holy shit. Wait, how old is the Guna? Wait. He mentioned it somewhere in the beginning. I think... Okay, which is the one we're at? 20. He said that in the beginning. Wait. There. Okay, we are on 12 minutes. 17 to 18-year-old meets a 20+ married woman. Okay, she wasn't married, she was in a relationship. So he was probably around 18.
He slowly became...
No gooning before dinner, sweetie!
obsessive and possessive whenever she would talk or flirt with someone else.
Damn, you jerk off. Damn, you jerk off to a girl once and suddenly you own her.
Whenever she would do something with someone else, he would get angry. She would tell him multiple times to knock it off and that it wasn't appropriate. But even with all these things, she still felt the need to specify. I do greatly appreciate him helping me and appearing on my stream to this day. However, he just beat his meat without your consent. When
I still appreciate him
about your long-term relationship and established boundaries. This was the perfect time to tell him, hey, you know what? It's been fun.
What's the T too long didn't read so far? Quantum VTuber gooned in VR chat with full body tracking gets caught by mom. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. That's a good too long didn't read.
Fun. I'm not interested in talking to you anymore, okay? She has had one hell of a chance to do this, but she opted not to. Why? I do not know. He became super possessive, and then she said after establishing more boundaries and being understood by both of us, we were able to continue our friendship. I don't know how, when you had already established boundaries and the dude beat his meat. But even with those boundaries, he said she's still...
Hey, we're not gonna date, right? Anyway, I bet my meat.
feels obligated to talk and be with him because of the way he would get upset, or at least I felt like I had to keep my conversations with others.
Bruh, wouldn't want my Gooner friend to get upset for me for talking more to others.
Short. Now, in extreme, and I mean extreme ironic fashion, the god-tier trap would pretend to be a female to then trick people that he's a male had big problems with certain groups of people. He really didn't like it when someone called him gay. His mom...
Damn. Listen, guys, I might be the ultimate trap, you know? But don't call me gay. That's fucking gay. Okay, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those gays.
Joked about it, and he was like, fuck no, dude. Fuck no.
She said, like, you're gay? No way, really? And I was like, lol, fuck no. And then she said, you little shit, thank God, lol. And then we talked for the next 20 seconds. And asked me, are you actually gay? Well, are you? Hell no. I hate when people say there's a little gay in everyone. Bruh. Sounds like Saint. No, Saint is a proud demisexual who just prefers women. Many such cases, lots of American politicians who are super homophobic ended up being caught with like trans porn or something. Chat, if this is your best friend, please be lonely instead. Yeah. You listen, if it comes to that point, you don't need friends.
No, dude, I'm not gay. Don't say that. And as recently as January 2023, he said this. Yeah, trans people make me uncomfortable, and pregnant women. That is so...
What? What? And pregnant women. Hate it when women are pregnant around me. Can they do that elsewhere? What did pregnant women do? You know, I hate them gays, I hate them trans, I hate them pregnant women. I didn't know pregnant women are part of the LGBTQ. Where's the P for pregnant woman? Me when she says the kid is mine. Oh yeah, the legendary LGBTQ.
So random though, dude. Like, listen, if you typically have something against the LGBT, it can be explained somehow, some way, right? Like, it's clear here. His mom, when she said, are you gay? And he said, no, she said, you little thank God, okay? We can say it's cultural.
You better not be gay or pregnant. Oh, I can't.
Familial, where you grow up, you know, it can be explained to a certain degree, okay? But pregnant women, what the hell is this? I can't even explain this. Where did this come from? Like, how do
Listen, you don't understand. MPreg strikes again. He saw MPreg once, now he is forever scared of pregnant people. Gay son of pregnant daughter.
Why do pregnant women make you uncomfortable? Like, oh man, when I see those bellies of pregnant women, man, the fact that they have a life inhibiting them, oh my god, dude.
But it's like it's like having a chest burster inside, you know, it makes me really uncomfortable every day. Any moment it could just flop out.
And still, her friendship persisted with him, okay? Now, at some point, Java would decide to stream on Twitch under the name of Java with 4 A's. After becoming a god-tier trap, like the wiki says, and tricking streamers such as Soda Poppin', he started to gain some sort of popularity. This is when...
This guy watched Alien and thought it was a documentary. His mom actually wasn't mad about the gooning as long as it was to anime girl and not anime man. So real. Always got here trap straight. Listen, it's just a tee-hee. Just a joke. Just a straight joke. You would get it, Saint.
Whatever reason, Raziel abandoned her entire streaming career just to help him.
Bruh. Dude, chest burster or pregnant chest burster. Anytime. And then she would stop just to help him. Bruh, she was literally like, my fragile man needs help. My fragile man. I need to help him. My fragile man. My pillow princess. I need to support him.
With his streaming. I don't know why. Like, does he have a gun to her head or something? Does he have blackmail on her? No, I don't know why. But she did. Okay, she did. She started managing his channel, his community. Her work included keeping him company on stream per request, suggesting games for him to play based on popularity, managing sponsorships, cultivating and managing his community, running and helping his moderation team, coming up with sabotage.
Well, that woman is that's a one-woman army. Support Princess Falchi. The true pillow princess.
And executing the goals that didn't directly involve him, streaming for him at least once a week on his channel so that he would stay consistent. And even after all this, Java would still lie to her about his revenue, making her think that he makes way less than he actually makes, and about going to school when he wasn't even enrolled, among various things. Now, as he was streaming on Twitch...
See, she was like, don't worry, baby, I take care of you. Get behind me, my fragile little man. Yeah. I mean, relatable, but come on now. listen, it's a effect some morons have on women, you know? You're just like, he can't help himself. I need to help my fragile little man. My fragile little guy.
Which Niji-sanji all of a sudden opened up their auditions for their next wave. He would of course apply. And
what's happening? Help! Guy yoinked it in VR with full body motion detector to a woman, and now a woman abandoned her own streaming career to help him with her streaming because he's a baby. He's a princess.
During the application process, while waiting to hear back from them, he would end up making 2 alts on Twitter to harass others during the Niji-sanji audition process. One called Lolly Springa and the other one called Poggers Woggers.
I need to... No. Why? What are these names? Gosh, I was so nervous during my interview with the audition. This was such a weirdly specific thing to lie about on 2 separate alts. Help out Pork. Poggers Woggers.
He even linked his own Twitter on his alt saying, help it out, Pog, guys!
Poggers Woggers is a work. Listen, I think Poggers Woggers will be my new nickname. I'm stealing that one. So I'm watching true love go down in Cope Court. Oh, it happens to the best of us. Cope Court truly is full of tragedy.
This is someone talking about their favorite VTuber and then him replying, who asked? The thing is, initially, he wouldn't admit.
Read the room. Just saying, most don't have the drive to be number one and accept that it's a female-dominated space. Therefore, stop putting yourselves down and actually start doing. Then again, there are things you just can't change about you.
To Raziel that these were his accounts until she tried to log into them using the same password she was given for his other accounts, like his...
Whoops, using the same password for every account. Good old mistake.
Twitch stream. Again, continuing with the lying, and yet she's still here. Now, as he was waiting for Niji-sanji's final response, he got banned from the GTA 5 RP server.
Not the GTA 5 RP server, no!
Pixel for sexual harassment. Look at this.
Just can't stop. Can't stop the man. Can I just say that Raziel is sending mixed signals by putting her whole career on hold to help him out like that? Yeah. Or a peer server gives me a PTSD now. Listen, Trusky. It's like I said, she needed to help the fragile man. Sexual harassment on the GTA 5 RP server. The GTA 5 gooning of 2001.
Look at this, dude. Look at this.
We had multiple reports of you pushing sexual harassment, doing and going against TOS on a 911 call. The RPer wasn't comfortable with the direction it was heading in terms of him RPing that his testicle was damaged, causing him to sound like a woman and begging us to help him put it back. You made a radical offensive remark during the heli ride back to the city as well. Tried to grab EMS inappropriately. Forcing this type of RP with others when they continue to ask you to stop and refuse the direction you were going into is a direct TOS and rulebook of non-pixel and Twitch. I wanted to read out to you and let you know why you were removed from the community at this time. The RP or 911 call. Do you all see now why I love this so much? I mean, this video is 1 year old, but I had to show. I couldn't keep this to myself.
We had multiple reports of you pushing sexual harassing. In terms of him, help him to put it back. Grab EMSs inappropriately. Dude, he's a train wreck. He's an absolute disaster. And even though he just got banned from NoPixel, around that time, Nijisanji asked him to come for a final interview. And guess what? He was...
Can I just say how it's incredibly easy to get banned from NoPixel? Yeah, but I think, this is a very funny reason to get banned from NoPixel, okay? You have to admit, Truski, you have to admit.
The first English male wave VTuber under the revolutionary Luxium wave. Yes, the same wave that revolutionized male VTubers in the industry on the global side. He was the first. Does that not say a lot about the wave and the company? Nijisanji just can't catch a break, huh? Now, Raziel says here, our relationship was...
Bro, he molested the EMT. Not the EMT, bro. They're working, not on the workplace. I will never get over this. Never.
Still very good at this point. We would spitball names for his character where we only had the image below to go off of, etc, etc. Now, I don't know what her definition of a good relationship is, but even at this point, their relationship was absolutely putrid.
No respect for the blue-collar RP workers, dude. Bro, that's an EMT, not a stripper, even in the RPG.
Okay, this was terrible. During the naming process...
Well, we need like an RP... an RPUR.
One funny thing that'll come up later is that he mentioned that one of his aspirations was how he did not want to become like other male VTubers. He wanted to
He's not like other male VTubers, guys. He's not like the others. He's special.
With a non-boyfriend experience, and he didn't want to pander.
What? The non-boyfriend experience? The fuck? Oh yeah, because VTubers usually do the whole imaginary girlfriend thing. I'm just your imaginary punisher.
Or sell out. He wanted to be non-lewd and really play into the mafia-esque character, the one you see here. Look, man, very admirable.
I'm not like the other guys. I'm not like other guys. I goon to you without your consent. He's one of the good ones. Cursed sentences to come out right after each other.
I'm going for that too. But if you've watched Luca, you already know this.
Why was there an M-Track? Why was there an M-Track? You was my imaginary waifu. Always Quantum, always. He's one of the goon ones.
Here. Look, man, very admirable. I'm going for that too.
What is an M-Track?
But if you've watched Luca, you already know this didn't even last a month. This didn't.
Oh. Guys, I won't be like the others. I will not be a sellout. BAM! First trap.
Didn't even last like half a year.
Dude, our imaginary dominatrix. Oh no. I'm gonna spoil. He gets caught jerking it again, probably. Oh no.
So at this point, he got signed to Nijisanji and had to prepare for his debut stream. This
Drama, shut up. Drama. Bad.
This is a VTuber's first ever stream. It's a big moment and many things get commissioned and made to make it as impactful as possible. Luca the train wreck was having a hard time preparing though. One of his artists ghosted him and he couldn't
Oh no. I wonder why.
Figure out how to make some things work. So hey, guess who stepped up for free? Raziel. She made his.
Bruh. I come back, so you need me to pretty up your PowerPoint. Top priority. Stinger, schedule, outro. Am I missing something? That's really about it. I feel kinda bad making you do so much. I need to really learn shit for myself. I mean, you popped the schedule thing on me out of the blue today, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't yet. Also, I think I fixed because the donation alerts didn't work last time. I fixed it. It should work now. Pay me so I don't goon in VR. I can't even say it without laughing, man.
PowerPoint, schedule, outro. It's just like she's his babysitter. It's also crazy to me how Niji-sanji's not there to do these things. You're starting a new wave of—
That's about fucking pay me or I will do it.
the global market, which is by all means way more important than the Japanese market long term, and he was left to do these things by himself. As far as I know, other corporations actually make an effort to assist you in this process, at least when you're starting out. After Luca started at Niji-sanji, after the debut, he would cut off contact with pretty much everyone. He would still speak to Raziel, but he would—
Bruh, he's like, bruh, I'm famous now. Be gone. Thoughts.
still be abusive, comparing her to his abusive mother, which—
Damn! Hey girl, I jerked off to him VR without you. Hey, it worked! Phantom! Thank you! Do no going in VR VC, please. I will try very hard. Thank you so much, Quantum. Thank you so much. To compare. Hey, Rain, thank you. Don't you fucking dare. It works. Fine, I won't. Not today. I have been stopped for today. I have been stopped. Okay, and you all get, you also get, and also of course you get your little rewards. You get your little, where is it? I will have it in a moment. Oh no, where's the pet? Wait. Is it that? Yeah, you all get your head pets. You all get your head pets. You deserve it. Thank you so much. I will not goon in VC. You all deserve your head pets. I'm very proud of all of you for standing with me through the goonering. But I guess, but gone now. Damn. Squish. But comparing her to his abusive mother is crazy, especially after gooning to her in VR. Like, brother.
Which is one of the worst things you can do when all you do is complain about your mother and then compare your friend to her. But even with all this, she's
no standing and gooning, evidently you will fall.
still stayed and did not cut contact with him. Then something substantial happens, and it's easily one of the most ridiculous things in this entire document. She calls it the Ring Fit Adventure Incident.
The Ring Fit Adventure Incident. That sounds cursed. That sounds really cursed.
And it's really gonna test your cringe tolerance.
Oh.
Now, if you're not aware, the Ring Fit is something you can use with your Nintendo Switch. It's great for exercising, and quite a bit of VTubers have already streamed
Wayne going to shower in the Wayne. Have fun.
themselves working out with it.
Hi Neon. What are you going to be watching? Beaver Smack Woods. Sorry, I could not resist. God damn it.
Now, Raziel and another mod from the Java days were the only moderators in his entire chat. And we're talking about a YouTube channel that gets thousands of concurrent viewers at once. Now, she personally couldn't make it to the stream. She watched it back and saw that many of the comments were
Bruh. Only 2 moderators? That's crazy.
sexual in nature. She asked Luca if this was fine with him, and he did say that it made him uncomfortable. So
I'm very uncomfortable with these people sexualizing me.
Next stream, where he was doing the Ring Fit, she would try to steer the conversation in other directions if the chat was getting horny. It got so crazy that at some point she had to call out someone publicly in chat saying that Luca was moaning on purpose.
He would never.
She said, no, actually, this is just him breathing heavily from tough exercise. Man, what a—
The VR jerker is uncomfortable with being sexualized, yes. He's keeping himself safe.
Tough situation. You know what? You tell me. Does he sound like he's moaning or just heavily breathing?
He's heavily breathing. I do not care what you will show me. It's definitely not anything weird, right? Oh. Oh.
It just keeps going.
My cat started fighting. He did this. I blame him. He did it.
Bro, look at this comment right here. Every single timestamp.
I time-stamped every single time he moans. Yes. Oh, look at, I hate it when I pump Ivan, but it sounds like someone is pumping me. Bro, you ever working out and I can say this. He was going to break his wrist, bro.
Where he moans extremely sexually, bro. What is this? Look at the chat. What is this?
Guys, he's just heavy breathing. You don't understand. You tell me you don't sound like this when you're working out.
Heavily breathing my ass.
I appreciate the dedication, but isn't this guy 17 at the time? No, he must have been around 18 at this time. Hi, Cloudy. Hi, my wife. Brother. We're dying here, Cloudy. We're dying. Projected in VR. With full body tracking on.
What do you mean? Who the hell breathes like this?
Listen, if you work out really hard, it happens.
And someone donates and says, why are your moderators banning people? Luca immediately sides with the donator and says, don't worry, I'll talk to them. She then panics. Raziel panics and just messages
Don't worry, I talked to them. How dare they ban people? After I said I'm uncomfortable with it.
Immediately saying, we didn't ban anyone. We only...
Do you know you got any rope I can borrow? Yes. Wait, I can give you one, don't worry. I got you. I got you, fam. Oh, the blushing one is probably not a good one for this. Oh, this one is also blushing. The non-blushing one. There we go. Yeah, you can hang over there. There you go.
Timed out, please. Which is a sign of a great relationship, by the way. If your friend talks to you this way, just know you have a very healthy relationship.
No, I just opted out. Please don't hit me, please. Look at that.
Guys, so they talked about it, and then he made this tweet saying, I trust my moderators to do their jobs. Do not lie to me and say they were banning people because of an emote when all they were doing was timing out very weird comments. Stop it, it was all a misunderstanding. Still though, even with this tweet siding with his moderators, Raziel was doxxed. Her image is put everywhere on social media.
Bro, she got doxxed for timing people out for being too thirsty. It's rough. It's really rough. Bro. You dare time me out while I was thirsting over my boy? Perish.
And got death threats and harassment. So what did she do? She asked to speak to his manager Niji-sanji to better formulate a plan on how to best handle this. Both Luca and his manager ignored her, and Luca told her,
"You're welcome, Tuski." Remember when doxing was a big deal, now it happens almost all the time. This was this was actually during the time where doxing was still more of a big deal. Also, I really don't like it that it becomes more common, because I think taking things outside of the internet is too far, especially for stupid reasons like this.
Listen, you know what? Just be a silent mod. Just don't talk in the chat.
You know what? You might do everything for me. You give out your own streaming career for me, but you know what? Just be silent mod. No, just shut up. Just don't speak. Woman, don't open your mouth.
She says this put a giant strain on our friendship, but guess what? She stayed again!
Why? It becomes comedic at this point, bro. Leave! Leave him! The Pillow Princess ain't worth it. We never punish people for thirsting at the snail house, so true. That's what Diesel tells me, but I yap anyway. And that's why I love you, Cloudy, and that's why I love you.
She's not leaving. She's not getting contact with him. I don't know why. Most people would have cut contact and ended this quote-unquote friendship as soon as he beat his meat. But no, she's still...
Nah, listen. He has to be there for his fragile boy. Somehow I missed the ping before stream. You just didn't want to watch the stream name. My least favorite chatter has arrived, but I love you anyways.
Here for whatever reason. So remember how I said that it was admirable that Luca didn't want to go with the boyfriend experience route? Well, as you saw from the Ring Fit stream, that did not last long. One of the main reasons
why... God damn it, that got me. Why would you play that? Why would you play that? Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Why is this broken now? Fuck. Wait, I broke something. Wait. Oh, there, no. That's good. Whoops. What do you mean good? Nothing. Am I your most favorite southern chatter? I don't know how many of my chatters are southern, but you know what? I would claim yes.
He converted to BFE was because he kept comparing his view count to the other Luxium members.
Many such cases. Always comparing the view counts.
According to Raziel, the number fixation is what drove him away from what he originally wanted to portray. He would be upset if I took notice.
Oh, he realized, fuck, the thirst trapping is actually working. Now I have to do it. Many such cases.
Of his new on-stream personality and overall content change. Luca would start to pander more.
Name? More like lame. Get out. So true, waifu. True, so true.
Would Fujo bait, which is pretty much gay baiting, with the other boys, and started a shift towards a more boyfriend experience type content. He would get frustrated and sad.
Yeah, listen. Thirst trapping sells, okay? Gets them all in. I'm southern. Saint. You're a special case.
That I didn't watch his streams anymore, which was for numerous reasons. One was the content shift, the other was his time slot, which was quite late for me. I would occasionally watch his streams, but I couldn't even talk about them because it was like walking on eggshells. I couldn't joke about the things he did or say as he would get upset at me, yet somehow all we would talk about was Nijisanji and his streams. And one of the funniest...
He got upsetty spaghetti. I'm revoking. Not anymore. Saint, you're no longer southern. Pick another direction.
Things about this, right? Remember, he didn't want to be boyfriend experience. He didn't
fucking
want
unsouthern.
to be overly horny. He didn't want to pander for these things. He would always say things like this, like, look, Jesus, there are so many shirtless fan arts. I cannot retweet them because it'll just be weird.
Guys, I cannot retweet the shirtless fan art of myself. That would be weird, right? Do it, coward. You tell me you don't retweet your thirsty fan art? That's for cowards. Okay, I need a sip here. You stole and gooned and got caught by your mother. Tweet a shirtless pig, dog.
weird. It's like, why are you talking about it then? What's going on?
It feels like humble bragging. Thinking about my voice tweet 1 hour ago being sexual makes me uncomfortable. I don't want that up. Oh.
Thinking about my voice tweet 1 hour ago being sexual makes me uncomfortable, and I don't want that up. It's like, really? What is it? What's the voice tweet? It can't be that bad. Come on.
Oh! Excuse me? Excuse me?
350k. Huh?
Is this what I need to do when I get to 500? Is this what I need to do? Do I also have to make cringe voice thingies? And I think I didn't hear that. Okay, wait, let me play it back.
350k.
Wait, let me make it louder for you.
350k.
There you go. You know, I will be like, I get to 500. I'll be like, I also do a voice recording like, 500 subscribers, huh? Do thirsting voice note at 500. Oh no.
Huh?
Huh?
That's my little Lucas.
What? What did he just say?
Huh?
That's my little Lucas.
What?
Huh?
That's my little Lucas.
Brother.
I am cringe champing. Trust me, buddy. Same here. Thank you for 173,000 subscribers. Who talks like this? Listen, you guys can laugh and cringe all you want. Look at
Prison, jail, crypt. Saint, you. Guys, at 500 subscribers, I will give a voice note like just like that.
Look at this. 34,000 likes. 1,400 bookmarks. 7,400 retweets. 1,000 comments. This was before we could see impressions on posts. I guarantee you this has at least...
I will take your voice privileges away. Well, you always say I need to thirst trap more, Saint. And now that I'm promising to do it, you don't want it anymore? Fuck you. At 500 subscribers, you will read my note in a cringe voice. I will read your fucking suicide. I mean, your fucking game end note in the thirst trap voice. Will you make a voice note I can use as a ringtone? I will totally do it, God. Just for you.
500,000. It pays, man. As cringy as this is. He'd be mostly jealous of Vox, who was getting more attention than
Oh, of course, the biggest one. Crazy.
He would constantly be on sites like 4chan, and he would ego search himself on Twitter, which means looking at...
At 500 subs, do say ara ara. Not the 500 whoops. Give me the whoops. You know what? Forget subs. We are just getting whoops now.
positive comments that are glazing him 24/7, and then...
Thirst trap stream, man. Listen. You weren't thirst trapping already? Could have fooled me. Listen, I'm very supple about it.
Telling Raziel about it. She says here he would show me fan art and clips people were making of him non-stop and what they were saying about him.
Feels really humble braggy. What's that about thirst trapping? Of course you got activated by that. Listen, we just heard the most cringe voice note.
People thought Riroran was needy streamer overload. No. It is him. He would even directly message his fans on Twitter and lie to Raziel.
Ew.
Raziel about it, which is an extreme form of parasocial. Bye, I'm winning. This is a fan who got a DM from him saying, night, night, you too. She probably experienced puberty for the
You mean, night, night, you too.
second time after this mess.
I'm gonna flex this, brother.
So Raziel was what was holding Luca's entire career together at this point. And she was continuing to do work for him, and he started to pay her. Now here's the thing. He wanted to pay her a monthly salary. She wanted a simple contract. He denied the contract and wouldn't even allow her to...
Whoa! She gave up her own streaming at this point for him. Was practically his manager. And he's like, nah. Nah. No contract, no invoices. I send you money when I feel like it, bitch. Crazy work. Crazy work.
Send invoices to him. No, instead he would just send her random payments. She had to remind him, by the way, saying commission service.
Oh.
Commission. Even at one point saying happy birthday when it wasn't her birthday.
Oh! Dare I say, she should have known better, you know what? Especially at this point where he VR gooned it out. Yeah. Their VR beat off.
That's tax fraud, dude. What are you doing? What is going on?
Listen, some people have 2 birthdays, okay? You don't understand.
At some point, she tried to do rules. After months of not having chat rules, she made them with the other mod. Luca denied it, rewrote them. This is what he came up with. Look at this. Do not be weird, champion. That is super unpog.
Do not be weird, champion. That's super on par, guys. Please be respectful to others. Be only pork and not weird. Please avoid one-man spamming, okay? Do not backseat unless I say so. And yes, that includes spoilers. No spoiler rule, I respect that. Please stay on topic. Do not mention other streamers unless I'm talking about them. Imagine if OSHA was it. Guys, this is really on pork of you. It's really on porkers of you, bro. That's not very pork, guys. Not very pork. Don't be weird, champion, in my chat, bro.
To one another, we only pog and not weird. Bro, unless you were chronically online on Twitch back then, you would have no idea what this means. It's just insane to me. Things somehow just kept getting worse and more ridiculous, but Raziel's role in the stream and Luca's ecosystem kept getting bigger and bigger. She would write character lore for him. She would make outfits for him. She would write the script for his voice packs. And at some point, she even wrote his signature for him.
What? Bro didn't even... Bro really is a pillow princess. He didn't even make his own signature. No. Lifting with your back and not your legs. Very weird champ of you. I imagine you're one of those hyper fans. You finally get your special card with the handwritten note. It's not even the handwritten note. Fuck.
Look at this. This is her handwriting. This is her handwriting as well, the handwritten note. And this was sent to everyone who bought his voice pack.
Bro. Bro's so lazy to make his own handwritten note. But you don't understand, guys. He has fragile fingers, okay? He couldn't do it. He's very fragile. She had to do it for... Imagine if you asked Saint to run everything behind the scenes and in chat and then treats him like a bad housewife. Yeah, imagine. Crazy. Would never happen. I would never do that. Saint, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Or you go back to the cage.
It's insane. This doesn't just hurt him, it hurts any other VTubers under Nyanshua because now people are asking, am I even getting real signatures? When he reached
Well, you can't even, you don't even get the fucking original signature. It's a good boy. Jesus. But even if you have a bad handwriting, come on, these people want to have their own handwritten message. Saint should be seen, not heard. So true. No, it's not what happens, Balana. Saint is very happy. Saint is really good taken care of. You know, he even gets to come inside the house when it rains.
1 million subscribers, management sent him this message, which was leaked, of course. Things to do for 1 million subs. Hi, Luca. Since you are very close to 1 million subs now, please proceed the following ASAP. Something to do with merch. Submit hand.
Yeah, Saint also get his walkies. No worries. He's doing fine.
Written short message similar to the attached image. This was from another Japanese Nijisanji VTuber called Kane, and they're using this as an example.
Where are the kittens? I fear, Lio, I fear it's Discord kittens. But wait, I will show you all a real kitten as repayment. Don't worry. Because I found a baby picture of Pumpkin recently. There he is! Look at him, he was so fluffy and had such big paws when he was little. Don't mind the mess in the background. Look at him! Look at him! He was so fluffy. And now he's just a gremlin. There you go, bro's a unit of fluff. Don't mind the Pokemon card. Just a little squash. He was so small, now he's so big. You could see how big he would become on his paws. He was so small but had these giant paws as a kitten. I'll send you kitty pic, hell yeah. There, that was our eye bleach.
So he wrote to Raziel
Back to
the
cursed.
message that he wanted, and guess what? She wrote it for him.
Bro. Can't even just make his own signature, bro.
There is nothing genuine about him, dude. She even drew the drawing here. She wrote his name.
Proof to Ranger that Pumpkin is a massive cat and Dew is 6'4". Exactly. Can you believe that people don't believe me? Jesus.
He didn't do a
Never goon. Too late. We already gooned too close to the sun. Man's too lazy to write. Listen, he has fragile fingers. He's a very fragile man.
single thing except come up with the message, which was very simple, by the way. She even gave him ideas of what to do to celebrate, going through old clips, showcasing fan art, drawing something to be updated. I think at this point we all understand.
So I'm so glad I came to stream today. Just for the pumpkin picture. He can't write due to a tragic gooning accident.
How much of a train wreck Luca and his career has been if it wasn't for Raziel and their very weird relationship. Nijisanji don't even have to try to look bad. They signed someone who's an absolute psychopath as one of their first.
Girl may as well have been the VTuber. Yeah, but she couldn't have, you know, she couldn't have thirst trapped the girlies who want their fragile man.
Signings for the Luxium wave. But this document takes it a step further because it shows us things that Luca leaked to Raziel internally from Nijisanji.
Oh, I got kitty pig of a kitty in his shoe. Oh no, so adorable. love random cat pictures doing stream, bro. It's so adorable. Thank you very much. Oh please, lesbian exist. Yeah, but there's another VTuber, and she's a VTuber now after she.
That he wasn't supposed to show a single living soul.
Oops.
She says, to my understanding, staff have 3 channels of communication with the Nijisanji livers. This would be Slack, Microsoft Teams, and Discord. I think just the idea that they use Microsoft Teams.
That's Gidget. She's my little gremlin. Gidget is such a cute name. Love the little gremlins.
To communicate with their VTubers is enough to never ever want to sign up with Nijisanji. Forget everything else. The fact that they use Microsoft Teams.
Okay, my company also uses Microsoft Teams, so yeah.
While it was rare I would get screenshots of any internal messages, there were a couple times I did. One would be about staff showing EN what 3D recording looked like for concerts with a video call. One would be upper management thanking Luca for his hard work through Slack, and the other artist.
He also used Teams. Bro just randomly took a shot. Everyone caught the stray.
Above was asking for a message from Luca for his 1 million subscriber milestone through Discord. So this is the image showing them how the concert would look like in Microsoft Teams in a live stream. And this right here was a message from an employee working for Nijisanji EN saying, to be honest, I bet everything on EN. If EN had not succeeded, I would have been fired. So I'm
Hi Ian, welcome to the Goonering. You missed a man gooning in VR chat with full body motion detection on and his mom coming in on him. The girl he gooned to without her consent now became somehow his manager after he became a VTuber and does pretty much everything for him, even his signature. You missed Baby Pumpkin, exactly, the most important thing. And yeah. Oh yeah, and he got banned from GTA 5 RP for sexual harassment. Show. God damn it, I need to show it again. Yeah, and you can just go back. God, lazy fucks. Swear to God. Fine, you get pumpkin one more time. Only once. Fuck. Fuck. How do I... wait. There he is. Fluffy baby, fluffy baby, fluffy baby. For your viewing pleasure. Yeah. Back to the Gooner.
extremely grateful for your daily cooperation. This showcases the extremely positive
Stop everything and jump. God damn it.
work environment at Nijisanji, guys. It feels like
Well, people really hate Nijisanji. No thoughts, only snooze. I also have a picture somewhere. I will try to find it until the next stream. When he was really small, he fell asleep in his bowl. Is that a misgender jar in the corner? Listen, don't worry about it. Yeah, this is a misgender jar where all my tips go in, so I have enough money to pay off for all the times I will misgender someone.
it was someone who's in the corporate work culture under like an ugly bastard of a boss, right? By the way, he leaks something that explains why Nijisanji was so terrible at handling the Selen Tatsuki situation and everything else afterwards. She says there are multiple—
Oops. Yeah, I'm making so money from the stream already, it seems. Hey, only if I misgender, only if I misgender. It's only what you can see how you get. What happens if I misgender. You know, I want you to see. It appears to be filled with some kind of gender fluid. True. It was him!
times and instances where something would happen and I would ask Luca if they ever received basic public relations training. He would inform me they did not. Surprise, surprise.
I do guess my gender. No peeking! You definitely have a gender. On a spectrum of genders.
Any colors management felt non-existent from what Luca had told me.
The thing in the bottom corner is obviously the monster font. Yeah, it either goes into listen, it always depends. Ah, I do not damn a gender. Fuck. Do what's my gender? Gossip sis. Gossip sister, that is what your gender is. Now give me money! God damn it.
Luca also told me early on in his time in Nijisanji that management told him that he was supposed to be the leader of Luxium. That clearly was not the case. Look at who's in the middle in this picture. Yeah, it was Vox, not him. There was also an event that was meant to—
Ha! You changed for the 5 seconds you said it. They call me Peaches. I changed it for the 5 seconds you said it. God damn it. Yeah, and you can just— Okay, so some people can. God damn it. God damn these gender fluids.
happen with
Pulling their gender fluid all over the place.
all Luxium Way VTubers, but for whatever reason, last second, both Ike Eveland and Luca were excluded without being given any reason, again showcasing that this company culture is incredible. Now, she did include a full conversation. There's one thing that interests me in this whole thing, and that's the way she was addressing him at this point. Look at this. "I'm just a little petty," he says. And then she says, "Oh yeah, what happened?"
Love. Okay, but that doesn't mean really much. I mean, I call people honey all the time, even if it's just to make fun of them. So. And I think depending from... where was she from? I think Australian. I don't know how they are with love. Why is there no sexy DILF VTubers? Listen. Because people are cowards, that's why. I already pulled the reverse trap, I can't be the sexy DILF too.
Love. Then if we go to the album itself to look at more screenshots, at some point to calm them down, she says, "That's working for a business, baby."
Okay, now you're getting weird about it. Like, bruh.
So look, she doesn't specify this in her document, but she gave us no updates.
I mean, it's pretty weird that she hang around him for so long after everything they've been through. But also, I don't see this as exactly something that says much, I'll be honest.
What happened to her long-term relationship? I think at this point we can easily assume that she wasn't with a boyfriend anymore. I would hope so. Talking like this to another guy. But
Okay. Now there's no pedos in this one. This one is the one that was just for funnies. This one, I wanted this one because there's no pedophiles involved, no grooming, no nothing. Just people being weird gooners.
But she specified in the beginning that she never had a romantic relationship with Luca. Look, man, as far as I'm concerned, I don't call my friends love and baby, okay? So it goes further to show that they had a very weird relationship that didn't make sense at all to me. Now, due to this event being canceled for him and Ike, he got really pissed off and ended up causing one of the members of staff at Nijisanji to allegedly
start crying? What did he do?
Start crying. According to his messages, he was saying that he was talking to
Yes, but that's not the topic of today, Saint. Saint, don't ruin this for me.
a vice president and a producer. God knows who cried in this conversation. But
yes, ignore Saint. That's general the best option to do. Always recommend that.
this also, again, shows, guys, listen, Nijisanji's hiring right now.
She was accused of grooming him. It's not true. He jerked it to her. Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. Fine. I mean, we have no real case here of it. That's what I mean.
Now, for $2 an hour, you too can work in an extremely positive workplace. He also leaked the fact that he had dinner with the CEO.
I wish I could time out mods. One day, one day.
Of Nijisanji. Yes, Riku Tazumi, the one who gives a sloppy toppy like no one else, baby.
What?
Going to a very fancy Japanese house, being escorted by people in kimonos. Then
Is he complaining that he had to take his shoes off?
no one else, baby. Going to a
The place was so too fancy. It's one of those Japanese houses where I had to take my shoes off. Yeah, that's how it works there. What the hell? I was escorted by people in kimonos. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's it. That sounds super cool, actually.
very fancy
I'ma go to sleep. I have work tomorrow. See ya. Have a good night, Rain. Ah yeah, the good old kimonos.
Japanese house, being escorted by people in kimonos. Then he says, then it was just like the upper management, these millionaires and billionaires. Raziel says, you're
a millionaire too.
a millionaire. And then Lucas says, oh yeah, that's right.
Why is the video? Wait. Oh, there. You're a millionaire. Oh yeah, that's right. Ha 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 ha. May his little toes fall off.
Motherfucker had to be reminded. Oh right, yeah, I am a millionaire. That's true. Hey man, gay baiting pays money,
Love sandwich. While I cry and pour.
baby. That's why they do it, even though they know it's cringe. But that's not the end of the internal Nijisanji leaks. No, in fact, this one is probably the most incriminating. According to Luca, he said that multiple girls were coming to him in Nijisanji saying that Aster Arcadia was harassing and bullying others internally. Now, this is Aster right here. Of course, these are allegations. According to Raziel, this was also confirmed by another VTuber who's gonna stay anonymous. But look, in general, when people keep saying, oh, this guy's bullying, this guy's bullying, this guy, multiple fingers being pointed at multiple different people, it already indicates
Everyone is bullying everyone, just like it should be. Keeping each other in check here.
it's a not so positive work culture. Of course, Aster couldn't care less about these accusations as they're currently playing League of Legends and saying things like, I eat you. But things are not looking good for Nijisanji at all. This was the DM she received from another Nijisanji liver saying, to help you with clarity, I remember that incident, it was Aster. And of course, management didn't do anything about it. The same Nijisanji liver also told her that Luca has done a lot of bad things, not just to you, so thank you for sharing your experience. A lot of people waited for you to tell the truth for a while because it had been an issue, so I'm happy you finally did. So apparently, he also was her
Based video games over bullying claims, always. Listen, if we would start calling out people for bullying, we would be here all day. I'm getting caught jerking off in receipt by your mom to millionaire. You know what? If this is what it takes to become a millionaire, I will not finish the sentence.
harassing people inside of Nijisanji. So this was so big that just like Selen's situation, it reached the Japanese side of the internet.
Oops. I would address the gay allegations, but I need to rank up in Marvel Rivals first. Listen, priorities.
Look, man, courtesy to Fall Side on this one. I had no idea this was even a website. I mean, this looks like something out of 1998. But apparently, it's a well-known Japanese blog talking about this whole incident. And as you can see, there are a whole lot of comments.
Holy
Hundreds,
shit.
reaching close to 1,700 at the time of me
1,706. Okay.
recording this. At some point, listen, I don't need to give you a recap, okay? Just the fact that he had touched himself in a call.
Who do I have to go into to get my due bucks? So we just need to find the right people. We need to make a list.
with her while she had established boundaries was enough of a reason to leave, right? After all this was years of having to endure this relationship, friendship, whatever it was, she decided to end their friendship. She
No!
says, Luca would become too much for my mental health, and I told him I needed to take a break away from our friendship. I blocked him on Discord after I said I needed some breathing room. I let him know.
Okay, that really sounds more like a relationship. Have you ever been to gone to a friend and been like, I think we need to see different people. It's not me, it's not you, it's me. Of course, I always say it's not me, it's you. But you know, usually people say it's not you, it's me. You know, we just need some distance. Everyone else could be really happy to have you as a friend.
If there was an emergency, it was okay to call/text me. You'd think it's the start of something new, of a new chapter for her. Nope. After a week or so, I found out that allegedly people were making him uncomfortable and he started to fall asleep on other Nijisanji live or streams. Something he had never done before. I texted him if he was okay.
I would never break up with you, Quantum. I love you too much. You will always be the little devil on my shoulder.
One job. Just cut him off. She calls him by his real name, says, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. She tells him, hey, I've heard of what's going on. You're sleeping on people's streams. Is everything okay? And he says, yeah, don't
We're all
worry.
sleeping on the job.
My sleep is really bad, but I just need to fix myself. Otherwise, nothing's going to change. Cool. Does she go back to taking a break from him? Nope.
Nope, of course not. My fragile man needs me.
He would go on trips, message her, Snapchat her, update her. She asks him, hey, I'm having a celebration on stream. Want to show up? He says yes, then doesn't show up.
Oh, getting stood up. Getting stood up. Trusky.
Then their friendship grew more toxic. You should have left when you had the chance, Raziel. She'd be hurt, upset.
Quantum will always be Dew's little PogChamp, yes, and Blana will always be timestamp royalty.
Frustrated, angry, you know, the typical stuff that had been happening for the last 4 years of their friendship. She had to fly out to her dad so he could keep an eye on her, essentially, from what she says, because she was thinking of graduating her soul out of her body. She was
graduating her soul from her body. Okay, that's a funny way to say it.
Thinking of transitioning from being alive to not alive. Yes, that.
And I am the tax lady who knocks on the door. Yeah, and always collecting the misgender tax.
That's right, we're avoiding the YouTube demonetization algorithm. But you know what I mean. She was coherent enough to realize that she was forming a plan in her head to... So she stayed with her dad a bit, went to a psychologist, hoping to recover. She went back home afterwards, and guess what she did? First thing she did? Continue.
God damn it, girl. At this point, come on, man. Yeah, you know what? You made me feel so bad I almost killed myself, but you know what? We're still friends. Honey, no.
Your friendship with Luca. Dude, this is insane. This is absolutely preposterous. The toxicity would continue, and he would tell her, listen, he couldn't do it anymore. He never wanted to talk to her again. The expectation...
What? And then he was like, oh, I can't do this anymore.
For killing him, for whatever that meant. But still, even when he was pushing her away, guess what she did, guys? Did she actually leave? Nope, she stayed. We would exchange...
Imagine getting suicidal from a twink who hates you and jerked off to you. It do be like that. It do be like that. Don't kill yourself, haha, you're too sexy. Yeah, people still get that meme. Yeah, no worries, no worries. We do it all the time. I got silenced by YouTube. No! Quantum, how dare. It do be like that, Saint. It do be like that.
Diary-esque updates to each other after this for a couple months, but I noticed it was making me increasingly anxious. I wonder why? She was going through multiple cancer-removing surgeries and didn't have anyone to talk to about this, as he had isolated her. Now that sucks, and cancer sucks in general, but guys, would it be too much to say that Luca was part of the reason she got cancer?
God damn it! God damn it.
Exposure to someone like this might have contributed to the cancer? I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but just a theory.
Let it go, dude, let it go.
Get this, after not updating me on a major life event, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I told him this. So what does he do? What does Luca do to counter this? Well, he showed me pictures of his family's golden retriever puppy, which turned out to not be...
He showed me pictures of his family's golden retriever puppy. That wasn't even his dog, and apologized. Whoa. Brother.
Stop! Another lie!
But imagine Pumpkin is actually not my cat. Imagine if I show you pictures of Pumpkin and and then you find out Pumpkin is actually not my cat. It is in brand for him.
And then he apologized. He told her he still wanted to be friends, but that he couldn't do it right now. They would finally stop talking after.
Post it in Discord? Okay. Let me see. I need a breather here. Brother. This is so insane. Wait till I get my passport sorted out. I'm gonna penetrate Germany. I don't think that was better than the word you used. Hell yeah. Gonna get that passport. Mistress, you lying? Never. I would never. I would never lie to you. Why would I do such a thing?
For that, and he would only reach out again asking for tax information because of
honey, my tax information. Legally for you, it was better. Hey honey, you still got my tax shit?
Apparently, paying someone to do something for you and saying happy birthday as the reason is tax fraud.
Who would have thunked?
Look, it's clear both Raziel and Luca have big issues. And yeah, as much as I feel sorry for Raziel, at a certain point when you get so many chances to escape a relationship, you staying against all odds, even when you want to take your own life, does make this voluntary, does make it consensual. The guy beat his meat without your consent, but you stayed. No one forced you to. There's no good guy or bad guy here. Both of these individuals
That's too stupid people.
have severe issues, and they should do everything in their power to stay the hell away from each other. Now, when it comes to Nijisanji, they have not taken the time to address this at all. Instead, in extremely ironic Nijisanji timing,
Mr. is more like gay goober creature who lives in the walls. Listen, I live a double life.
they chose to peddle Luca's merch at the time of this document's release.
Oof. 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 Big oof. Also, fun fact. While this was also great timing, I did not intend to post this on Lucakaneshir's birthday. Anyways, happy birthday to my favorite god-tier trap who uploaded this video on the birthday of Luca.
You can't make this shit up! Look, Luca broke his Nijisanji contract multiple times in some of the worst ways possible. Yes, he has not responded on his side yet about the allegations against him, sure, but one thing is for sure. We have internal Nijisanji leaks sent to Raziel on his behalf. That alone is an immediate termination in the VTubing industry. But hey guys, according to Vox, there is no favoritism in Nijisanji.
Nah, never. Imagine having favorites. Crazy, crazy.
So I'm sure he'll get terminated, right? The impact of this whole thing is also definitely going to be negligible. They need huge internal changes. Because as it stands right now, the internal harassment and bullying, the disorganization, the terrible management, the psychos they're recruiting to be VTubers, where are you finding these people? The mass graduations.
Bro, I feel like this is like giving, you know, the spurks of commentary. Big chance. Come on, you get your own show.
This is not helping. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Mwah.
Don't. Good tier trap. Listen, I just need 5 minutes. Please keep talking. Well, get off the soapbox, mother. Yeah, he really loved his Nijisanji ramble. My local shop tried to gaslight me into thinking they had never sold cheesy tiger bread rolls when I buy them every week. It's fucking crazy. How dare them? But yeah, I hope you all see now why I wanted to show you this, because this is, well, even though it's a year old, this is not some god tier drama. Good tier old drama. I love cases like this. It's like, listen, no one got groomed, no pedophiles. No one got killed. No one got, okay, you could see the got here trap. Yeah, got here trap. No one got, okay, they were kinda weird to each other, but no one got seriously abused here. We just gooned. That's how I love my drama. That's how I love my drama. I hope we have some more of this again in the future. Did Saint show you the video about his future wife? Which one? That was just a little bit, just a little bit. So, and with that, I will end it for tonight. You all have a good evening, night, day, whatever time it is for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And whatever it is, comment on the board, whatever makes you happy. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good night. Bye-bye!